Manchester City must continue their form they've shown in recent weeks. Undefeated in 5, we're back into the Champions League action once again, going up against one of two sides that have knocked Manchester City out of the Champions League before the quarter-finals. Only Real Madrid have done that last season in the 24-25 season, and all the way back to 2016, Monaco knocking out Manchester City in a 12-goal thriller at the Etihad before the quarter-finals. What a tie that was. Unfortunate for City, of course, but we were going up against a Monaco side that had the likes of Thomas Lemar, Kylian Mbappe, Fabinho, Falcao, a side that went on to go and win League One that season. An unbelievable side, and of course, one Manchester City player, 8 years and 17 trophies later, Bernardo Silva is returning to Monaco because he was up against Manchester City playing for Monaco in that tie as well, and I think we'll probably see Bernardo Silva going into this game, but it's going to be a big tie. A Monaco side that are so unpredictable right now, so inconsistent. Have a look at their form right now. Lost 3-1 to Lorient at the weekend. Going into this weekend, they were top of Ligue 1, and they now found themselves in 4th position. The week before that, they beat Metz 5-2. Of course, their first Champions League game of the season was away to Club Brugge. They got spanked 4-1. They beat Auxerre 2-1. Beat Strasbourg 3-2, and then they lost 1-0 to Lille. So their form is just up and down, and their formations this season has been all over the place. They've played 3-4-3, 3-5-2, 4-2-3-1, 4-2-2-2, 5 at the back. I mean, I don't know. No one knows what this Monaco side are going to do, which makes them sort of dangerous to the opposition as well as dangerous to themselves, because I don't think they know what they're doing. I'm not sure Hutter knows exactly what he's got his best 11 to be, but it's going to be interesting to see what this game turns out to be. And I'm predicting goals, because if you've seen in that form, the amount of goals they've conceded, the amount of goals they've scored, I'm expecting goals, and they have problems in their midfield as well. They're missing some key players, and there's going to be some familiar names as well from Monaco. So I'm looking forward to this. Make sure you're tuning into the watch long tomorrow night, 8 o'clock kickoff here in the UK. But let's have a look at City's form, of course, undefeated in 5. Lots of green. It's good to see. It's good to see. And I'm annoyed at that little orange blob there, man, because if we'd beaten Arsenal, and we were so fucking close, man, so close to beating Arsenal, and that would just be a nice line of green there going into this game. And arguably, we were not only were we close, we should have done it. That second goal should have gone in. Foden tapping it would have been if Haaland had squared. But anyway, moving on. Missing players for this game is going to be interesting because they are missing the heart of their midfield. Lamine Camara, who against Club Brugge had 15 line-breaking passes, the most in that particular game, and was pretty high in the whole tournament as well. So he's a key component to the way Monaco set up in their midfield. So Lamine Camara's out. Denis Zakaria, his partner in crime, and alongside him in midfield, he too is out as well. So the nucleus of their midfield is gone. They've got big problems in there. Alexander Golovin and the number one goalkeeper, Lucas Hradecky, is out as well. Pogba as well. Another familiar name, Pogba. That's not his name, it's Pogba. But Pogba is back for a while. He's a doubt because he's come back from 18-month suspension. So whether he gets back into a starting 11 just yet, I'm not sure he will, to be honest, because he's struggling for fitness, having not played football for nearly 2 years. So, yeah, I can't imagine we'll see Pogba. But maybe, considering the midfield situation, I'm not entirely sure. In terms of Manchester City missing players, the what's growing as familiar names on this list as well is Marmoush and Cherki. That I hate that. I really want that to be sorted soon. Hopefully after the next international break, we can see these two players return to a side that's winning all the time as well. So, I mean, are they going to get back into this side? It'd be interesting to see where Cherki and Marmoush fit in. Curious in that department as well. But Ryan Aït-Nouri Kusanov is a big blow as well for me. Kovacic is a doubt. Not entirely sure he will be playing either. And Rodri continues to be a doubt. And make sure you watch my previous video where I discuss that particular subject, because I think that's a growing concern. Having his knee flare up again, it's a problem. It's a problem for City. Not worth the risk going into this game for me. Rodri shouldn't be playing this game. If he's got any sort of like little niggly problems there, like don't risk it. Just do not risk it. But there are some familiar names from this Monaco side. We're going to see Eric Dyer. Ansu Fati, who's got 4 goals this season from 3 substitute appearances, which is mad. A Barcelona graduate as well. Belongan as well, an Arsenal graduate as well. Mika Bareth as well, another centre forward. Those 2 being centre forwards, both academy graduates from Arsenal. So there are familiar names we're going up against in this Monaco side. But surely this Manchester City side can go into the international break knowing that they are, well, we have to wait for Brentford, of course, but undefeated in the Champions League, winning both of their opening games in the Champions League campaign will set us in the right mood and get the momentum going for Manchester City in this particular competition at least. But we look very, very good at the minute going forward, and I suspect, considering Monaco's vulnerabilities are in defence, naturally, with their full squad to choose from, missing the heart of their midfield, surely we can expose that. Surely we can. Let's have a look at the predicted starting 11. It's a complete gamble for me. Well, I have no idea, not a clue what Monaco are going to do. Because like I said, the formations, just go and look at the history of their results this season. Look at the formations they've played. They're all over the place. Every game was a completely different formation. Crazy. So I've gone with a 5-4-1, considering who are turning up to the Stade Louis II Stadium. I think that's how you pronounce it, but probably not, actually, with my incredibly bad accent there. But what they're going to do in midfield is the big debate here. 3 at the back, I'm expecting Eric Dyer at the heart of that back 3, with Enrique and Van der Sar being the 2 wing-backs that are no doubt going to be playing deep. But you could see Teze in there instead of the young 19-year-old Bamba. I mean, he's more of a right-back, centre-back, but for a bit more solidity, you could see Teze in there as well. But I'm going to stick with Bamba. If I can find him, the little young lad, there he is. So Koulibaly and Bamba and Mika Bareth up front as some sort of outball. Minamino, again, another familiar name there. Minamino being the outball on the left, and Akiliucci on the right for Monaco will be some sort of outlet for them in this game. But I'm expecting them to go quite defensive in this game because we are turning up and you know what we're capable of. Donnarumma, I'm expecting to be in between the sticks. I'm hoping to see a bit of John Stones and Josko. That's what I'm hoping for in this game. I think Ruben Diaz, he did all right against Burnley, didn't do anything wrong. People are blaming him for Burnley's equaliser. I don't think he was to be blamed, in all honesty. But I'm expecting to see a similar setup and a similar lineup with maybe a few tweaks here and there that we saw against Burnley and we've seen in recent weeks. With that in mind, Nico O'Reilly, who's been very, very good lately, give him another run out. Mateus Nunes played very well. I wouldn't be surprised to see Rico Lewis, but personally, what Nunes did at the weekend, I thought he was decent, and we're going to have some power and pace going forward to try and just smash that Monaco door down, and I think Nunes will offer that. What goes on in front of him is going to be interesting because I thought Savinho was a bit lacklustre and also doesn't play into the strengths of Nunes, really, if Nunes is on the pitch. But no Rodri for me. I mean, even if he's just about fit, I don't think it's worth the risk. I'd rather not play him and make sure he's 100% fit for the Brentford away game, which is going to be so tough. Going into the international break with undefeated results since the international break return, it's a great way to have that segment of the season, and if that means resting Rodri for this game, I hope Nico Gonzalez, and I'm convinced he does, have enough for this Manchester City side, even though it's a Champions League opposition against a Monaco side that are a bit lacklustre. I'm thinking, Nico Gonzalez has got what it is needed here, but I do think we need to play strong elsewhere with Reinders and Felipe Foden, who linked up very well with Jeremy Doku at the weekend. Jeremy Doku, who's just been absolutely scintillating this season. Unbelievable form from him this season. Sensational. Superb. Lots of acids. Scintillating. Superb. There was another one. I can't remember what I just said. But anyway, I think Bernardo Silva, having not played much football for City this season, well, in recent weeks, he has played plenty of football this season, but in recent weeks, he's not got it in Huddersfield. Therefore, I thought he would start against Burnley. Didn't start either of those games. I think he will play in this game and probably invert a little bit. And maybe and do a little bit of that, really. Possibly a little bit of that on occasions. And those two swapping on occasions, collecting the ball from a little bit deeper, but sometimes drifting out wide, giving that freedom to Bernardo Silva to use his best judgment to position himself in the most effective position in that game. But ultimately not getting too far wide and allowing Mateus Nunes to come far forward and stretch what I'm hoping will be a very deep, low block from Monaco that will present the narrative of the game. And the reason I hope that they're going to go low block is because I know they're dangerous going the other way. They are capable of scoring goals, and if they make their mind up going into this game, defending against the Manchester City side, we're on form. Scored 5 at the weekend. They lost at the weekend, conceding 3, albeit they went down to 10 men. I still think this is a good situation for City, and we will surely win this game. Come on, City. What are your predictions? I'm going to go 4-1 City, and 4 away from home. They've just conceded 4-1 as well to Club Brugge. If they go back to their place, to the Stade Louis II Stadium, and lose 4-1, questions will be asked of Hutter as well, the manager of Monaco, but big statement for City would be to just win the game ultimately and win 2 out of 2 Champions League games. Make sure you tune in for the watch along. Join me for that one. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.
This is typical.